So today's problem of the day is convert 1D array into 2D array, which is a easy level problem. So what the problem states is you are given 1D array, uh, original, and two integers m and n, and your task is to create two-dimensional array with m rows and n columns. Okay. So and also if it is impossible to create the 2D array, I have to return an empty list. Okay. So as you can see on this first example, the original array is 1D array, and the uh, corresponding m and n values are 2 and 2 respectively. So we have to create a 2 cross 2 matrix, and we have to fill these values accordingly. We have to map these values accordingly. So let's see the solution. Okay. So what you can do is, suppose this is the array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you have to map it into suppose a 3 cross 3 matrix. So if you make one 3 cross 3 matrix over here, then you can clearly see we have only 6 elements, so we cannot create it. So the first edge case would be if the m's value, and this is the n value. So total number of element should be m into n, but the given number of elements are only n. So if it is not equal to n is 6 over here, n is 6 over here. Okay. So if it is not equal to n, then we have to, return an empty list. Okay, we have to return an empty list. Then the second case would be if it is possible. Okay, suppose it is 3 cross 2. M is 3 and n is 2. So we have to create an array like this with 3 rows and 2 columns. So it is 3 rows and 2 columns. Okay, so we can fit this into this 2D array. Okay, so how we are going to proceed? So we will take x is equal to 0, which represents the starting index. So this is x, which is 0th based indexing, and we will what we will do is this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 0, this is 1. Okay, so we will go from so we will map 1 over here, then increment the x to 1. More better would be like this. X would be 1, so this points over here, x points over here, and again we'll map 2 over here. Then, and how we are moving over here, we are just doing simple do from uh, I equal to 0 to m, and j equal to 0 to n minus 1, n minus 1. Okay, so if m is 3, then it will go from 0 to 2, and they will go from 0 to 1. Okay, and accordingly we will put array of I j would be x, and then we will increment the x. We will increment the x. Okay, we will increment the x. It would be, suppose this is the capital ARR, and this is 2D array. This is the 2D array. So what we are gonna do is basically put the array of x over here and in the 2D array, and we will increment x plus plus, and then at last we are going to return uh, return the 2D array. Okay, we are going to return the 2D array. So this is the second case. This is the second case. So what is the time complexity? Coming to the time complexity and space complexity. So the time complexity to solve this problem is big O of m into n, because we are traversing, and big O of m into n, which is nearly equal to big O of you know big O of n actually, where n is the number of elements in 1D array. Okay, because n is equal to m times n. Okay, and space complexity would be the same, big O of m into n. Space complexity is big O of n actually, but we are we will not consider this temporary 2D array vector, because we have to return this array. So we can say that the space complexity is big O of 1. Okay, you can say this is big O of 1. Space complexity is big O of 1. We will not take into account this 2D array. Then it is big O of 1, or else it is big O of 1 only. Okay, so this was the overall problem. Let's see the code. So the code is pretty simple. You have a vector int array. I have created 2D array of size m cross n, which is this. Now I am taking the counter. This will point to the 1D array's first 0th index. Then the original size is the original array size, 1D array size. And if this is not equal to m times n, we will return empty. So this is the first test case which is covered. And for the second test case, I am iterating from 0 to m and 0 to n. So I am iterating through this, and I am just putting the value of this particular index, and then incrementing the x. This is post increment. Then after this is done, we are just returning the array. Okay, so after we are done, we will just return this array after filling like this. Okay, so this was the overall solution and all this time complexity. Thanks for watching.